Hi, pleased to meet you all. My name is Chris Lomas from On Target Infant Training, and I'm here today to request £200,000 in exchange for 20% equity in the business. I would like to start off by asking you all a question. Are there any among you today who are currently toilet training? And if not you, what about your children? Toilet training remains one of the biggest challenges that face parents with young infants. It's a challenge that my wife and I faced when we were toilet training our son. At that time, I was convinced that I could find something on the market that would help my son engage in the process. And I was shocked to find that after searching the high street and the internet, nothing actually existed. So I was forced to set about creating something myself. At this point, I'd like to introduce you to Max. Max is the world's first antibacterial infant training device that helps young infants progress from nappies to toilet in a fun and hygienic environment. Simply placed inside the toilet bowl, Max is strategically weighted to ensure that the face is always facing up so as to help to engage the child's interest. Effectively, what Max does is helps children to see toilet training not as an interruption to play, but as an extension to play. Max isn't just suitable for boys, as you might think. When girls start to use the toilet, they perch, which causes its own mess. Max encourages girls to sit back and it engages their interest as well. This is a product that gets children out of nappies and it makes sure that what is meant to go down the toilet does go down the toilet. Any questions?
Does it sing a song when you hit the target? Does it explode with fireworks?
It doesn't, but those are development opportunities. We've actually got
The Dragons might be amused by Max the toilet trainer, but Chris Lomas has sunk £70,000 of his own money into this invention. And he's deadly serious about his pitch. He's after £200,000 in return for 20% equity in his company. Can he refocus the Dragons' attention on the business?
Have you actually sold any of these?
Yes.
Give me some numbers then.
We've sold 45,000 units to date. We've sold into Superdrug, Sainsbury's, Boots, Waitrose were on trial, Tesco's were at advanced negotiations with.
What's that in revenue terms?
£134,000.
And how much profit have you made out of that?
50%.
Really?
This year.
And what are you forecasting for this year?
We're forecasting £500,000 turnover.
And making?
Net profit, we're hoping for 20% in our first year.
So you reckon you're going to make about 100 grand?
Yeah.
All levity has vanished with the revelation of Chris's impressive early sales figures. James Kahn wants more detail on the retailer's take-up of the training aid.
So Superdrug took how many to start with?
17,000.
Have they sold all 17,000?
There's one or two lying around, I'm sure, but that's the indication.
Chris,
yeah.
Who's reordered?
Boots have reordered. We went on trial with Superdrug.
What was Boots' original order?
Boots ordered 1,000 packs.
And what's their reorder?
1,000 packs.
Why have they only reordered 1,000?
Because they only have hold a certain amount of stock. I'm being asked to try and
I don't
speculate.
like that answer. Not sure I believe that. Go back to Superdrug. Superdrug have had 17,000 and you lead us to believe that they've only got a few lying around now. They've allowed themselves to run out of stock of this fantastic product that they've sold 17,000 of. You're telling me that's what they've done?
They only order once on a clip strip, and following a successful launch, they negotiated on-shelf presence. Can I again just come back to, because this is about what consumers think, because this is the real challenge.
No, this is fact. I hope what comes out of your mouth now is not you've spoken to.
No.
I want fact.
No. After 2 weeks of launch on Amazon.co.uk, we were the fastest selling baby product. And you can't massage those figures because they have a league table of what is selling the fastest. And after 2 weeks, we were the fastest selling baby product.
How many did you sell, Chris?
We've sold over 1,000 packs into Amazon.
Chris has stood his ground under interrogation from Deborah Meaden. But is he doing enough to allay any concerns and prize an investment from the Dragons?
Chris, you might find it helpful if I let you know where I am. You have presented very well. You have answered, you've held yourself to account very well. You answer questions very well. And I should be feeling really confident about you, but I'm not. And I'm not, because some of the things you say just don't hang right. I do not understand why brands like Superdrug and Boots would not, if they found this product flying off the shelf, why they would not have them restocked. And to be honest, the fact that Boots only restocked at 1,000, I take as very bad news, not good news, because that's tiddly numbers. So I'm afraid I'm out.
Chris has lost his first dragon, and Duncan Bannatyne is ready to have his say.
The way you stood up to that verbal attack from Deborah was fantastic. But I just don't see this product being something that's going to change the world. I can't understand your obsession with it. Did something happen when you were a child to you?
Yeah. I was actually brought up in a very, very deprived background, but certainly bullied at school. And this is where my passion comes from, to make a real difference. So my children don't grow up in the, in the deprived background that I have.
Well, if you came along with something different, or if you knocked on my door looking for a job, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
No problem.
It means a lot, actually.
But the product, I don't believe in.
Right.
So for that reason, I'm going to say
Okay.
I'm out.
Thank you.